Okay, so here are some of the rankings, some of the bigger names that you've probably seen. I will say the Newsweek no longer exists. They're starting to rank only STEM schools, so that one has kind of faded. Niche is very popular here. New Jersey Monthly, the top left, that is a biannual rating, and then US News is a national level and also breaks it down by state. So I went through these four. We've always looked at data. We've always known that there are different rankings. We always know that there's, different medias that stress different things. So I just pulled up everything on this screen just to give you an idea of where we're at. So I'll give you a minute to go through these. New Jersey Monthly, like I said, is every 2 years. And you can see they're typically running at least 1 year, sometimes even 2 or 3 years behind the actual data. So the 2020 New Jersey Monthly rankings are about to come out. That will all be based on last year's data. So you can take a look at New Jersey Monthly. We went up and down there, started around 34, hit our best, number 16, 25, and since then we've been in the 50s. Anxiously waiting to see where we are for 2020. Niche.com, that's our district overall. They rank it by an entire district. So I put up the numbers there. They also have many different categories. So if you take a look at our district overall and you look at how that rating comes about, the bottom right, you'll see it factors in academics, teachers, sports, resources, facilities, clubs and activities, health and safety, overall feedback, and diversity. And those are the percentages that are weighed into those. And the one thing to note about Niche versus all the others is Niche users' surveys are a huge part of their rankings. After going through all of those, I tried to come up with a chart that would make things easier for you to understand in terms of the weighting of these rankings. As you can see, every media source weighs them differently. I don't want you to think I'm making excuses. I don't want you to think that I'm saying data is not important. I'm a data person. It's extremely important. So that last piece, I gave it a star. It is absolutely still important to all of us. All the administrators, we take great pride. When we see that ranking, we take it to heart. We work at that school district. It reflects poorly on us. So we want the kids to take pride in it. And what bothers us is the rankings do not reflect what's really going on. So we do take these things very seriously, regardless of philosophies on anything else. So here are just some of the things we've been doing. We believe strongly if we keep pushing for student growth and achievement. And that word student growth is important because we're not just talking about AP students. We're not just talking about those who are scoring high in the SAT. We're talking about students who will never pass an NJS level. But we want them to grow. We want them to improve. We want them to be better than when we got them. This is just a small piece. So one thing to keep in mind is this is just a snapshot of our school. It in no way represents everything that we stand for. And it's based primarily on standardized test scores. Okay, some people are for those, some people are against it. Bottom line is, it counts. Does not measure our intangibles. Our school spirit, you're not going to see that. The culture of the school. Student success is outside of the classroom. We have We Rise and We Connect programs, which have been presented at national conventions, and school districts come to West Essex to see how those programs run. School psychologists, speech pathologists, all on staff. The support we provide, the opportunities for students. Try to find, I've done it, try to find a school district our size that offers students 5 world languages. You're not going to see that. You're going to see large school districts do it. But our size is very, very hard to find. The number of clubs. Esports now. I mean, the opportunities we provide our kids are tremendous. That's not going to show up on our program of studies. If you ever look at other districts' program of studies, it will be very impressive at our offerings. So that's not going to be it. Another big one is in the rankings, you are not comparing apples to apples. And this is an important one that not too many people are aware of. You have to look at the size of the school, the student enrollment, dropout rates, student attendance. Do students leave to go to private schools? Philosophical differences. We emphasize to our kids, take the SAT, take the ACT. Pick which one you do better on, and use that for college. There are some philosophies that, no, if you're not going to do well, don't take the SAT, take the ACT. And their SAT average goes up a little. That's not in line with our philosophy. We're not going to change that. We believe strongly in that. It's what's best for the students. It may not always help us in our ranking, but we believe strongly that's what's best interest for the students. And the last one is huge. We are constantly compared to K through 12 districts. They do not in any way have the challenges that a regional school district has. It's an understatement to say, well, they're all surrounding areas. It's 4 different districts that don't all have the same socioeconomic status. They don't all have the same philosophies. And they're putting them all together grade 7, not even 6. A lot of school districts are 6 to 12. We're 7 through 12. We're getting them a year later. That complicates things greatly. So when people try to compare and say, oh, well, look what number Milburn is, and look what number this school is, first of all, some of those school districts are much bigger, and they're K to 12. They have the same philosophy from pre-K all the way to 12. So it is difficult to find schools that are exactly like ours. We should be compared to other regionals. And if you look at other regionals, we are in the top of all the regional school districts. And the new data is going to come out shortly, and I'll give you an update and report back to you, and you'll see other schools where they rank and how they are. But that's a big one.